Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. The Dallas Cowboys are making headlines once again, and this time, it's not for the reasons fans were hoping for. In a post-game interview that has set the NFL world abuzz, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy admitted to regretting a critical decision that may have cost his team a crucial victory. It's not every day you hear a coach openly express regret, and this revelation has sent shockwaves through Cowboys Nation. The decision in question? Late in the fourth quarter of their most recent game, the Cowboys found themselves in a nail-biter. With the score tight and time winding down, McCarthy opted to kick a field goal on 4th and 3 rather than go for the first down. The conservative call left fans scratching their heads, especially given how explosive the Cowboys' offense had been throughout the game. The field goal brought them within 1 point, but the opposing team ran out the clock, sealing the Cowboys' fate with no chance for redemption. In the aftermath, McCarthy faced a barrage of questions about his decision-making. His response was blunt, looking back. "I wish we had gone for it." You trust your gut in the moment, but sometimes you second-guess yourself afterward. This rare admission of regret has sparked debate among analysts, fans, and former players alike. Did McCarthy play it too safe? And how will this impact the Cowboys moving forward? Let's break it down. The Cowboys came into the game with one of the most talented rosters in the league. Their offense, led by Dak Prescott, had been firing on all cylinders, with CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks making big plays all game. The defense, anchored by Micah Parsons, had done enough to keep them in striking distance. Given the situation, many believed the Cowboys had the tools to convert that 4th-and-3. Instead, the decision to kick essentially handed momentum and eventually the win to their opponents. The fallout has been intense. Social media exploded with criticism moments after the game. One fan tweeted, "How do you not trust Doc and the offense in that situation? Playing scared never wins games." Another chimed in, "This is why we can't have nice things. McCarthy plays not to lose, and it's killing this team." Cowboys fans are known for their passion, and this moment has only added fuel to the fire. Former players and analysts have also weighed in. NFL Network's Michael Irvin, a Cowboys legend, didn't hold back, saying, "You can't coach scared if you want to win championships. This team is too talented to waste opportunities like that." Irvin's perspective resonates deeply with fans, many of whom feel the same frustration. Meanwhile, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, a known Cowboys critic, used the moment to double down on his skepticism about the team's ability to perform under pressure. "This is why the Cowboys will never win another Super Bowl," he said. "Coaching decisions like this prove they don't have the killer instinct." But let's try to look at this from McCarthy's perspective. In high-pressure situations, coaches often have to make split-second decisions based on the flow of the game, analytics, and their gut feelings. McCarthy likely believed the defense could get a stop and give the offense one more shot. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and now the decision looks worse in hindsight. It's easy to criticize after the fact, but these moments are far more complex than they appear on the surface. This isn't the first time McCarthy has faced scrutiny for his in-game decisions. Throughout his tenure with the Cowboys, there have been moments where his clock management, play calling, or conservative approach has come into question. While it's true that no coach is perfect, these recurring issues are starting to erode trust among the fan base. Cowboys fans have watched seasons full of promise falter in crucial moments, and they're growing impatient with the same patterns playing out. The decision to kick the field goal instead of going for the first down speaks to a larger issue with the Cowboys' philosophy in critical moments. There's a balance between playing it safe and playing aggressively, and finding that balance can define a team's season. For a franchise as storied as the Cowboys, the pressure to deliver is immense. Every choice is magnified, especially when it happens during a tight game with playoff implications. What makes this moment particularly frustrating for fans is the sheer talent on the Cowboys roster. This is a team that has proven it can go toe-to-toe with the best in the league. With players like Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, and Micah Parsons, the Cowboys have the firepower to dictate the tempo of games. Decisions like this make fans wonder if the team is being held back by coaching rather than talent. So, what's next for the Cowboys? For starters, McCarthy needs to own this moment, which he's already begun to do with his candid post-game comments. But owning it isn't enough. He needs to show growth. That means being more aggressive in critical moments and trusting his players to make plays. The Cowboys have proven they can compete with the best teams in the league, but they won't get over the hump if they don't take calculated risks when it matters most. Another factor to consider is how this decision will impact the team's morale. Players like Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb have always voiced their trust in McCarthy, but moments like this can test that trust. How does a team rally around a coach who admits to making the wrong call in a pivotal game? Leadership will be crucial in the days ahead, both from McCarthy and from the team's veteran players. They need to keep the locker room united and focused on the bigger picture, making a deep playoff run. Fans, of course, are growing impatient. The Cowboys haven't reached the NFC Championship game since the 1995 season, and every year the pressure mounts for the team to break through. Decisions like this only amplify the frustration among a fan base that's desperate for success. Jerry Jones, the team's outspoken owner, has already hinted at his high expectations for this season. While he hasn't directly commented on McCarthy's decision, you can bet he's keeping a close eye on how the team responds. The road ahead doesn't get any easier for the Cowboys. They have several tough matchups coming up, and each game will be critical in securing playoff positioning. McCarthy will need to prove that he can learn from this moment and make the right calls when the stakes are high. The Cowboys' season could very well hinge on his ability to adapt and grow as a coach. At the end of the day, this moment serves as a reminder of just how fine the margins are in the NFL. One decision can change the trajectory of a game and possibly an entire season. For McCarthy and the Cowboys, the focus now shifts to what's next. Can they bounce back from this setback and prove they belong among the league's elite? Or will this regretful decision be a turning point for all the wrong reasons? What makes this situation even more compelling is how it fits into the narrative of the Cowboys season. This is a team that has shown flashes of brilliance, but has struggled to put it all together consistently. Moments like this will define not only McCarthy's tenure as head coach, but also the legacy of this Cowboys roster. Fans, players, and analysts will all be watching closely to see how the team responds. McCarthy's admission of regret is rare in the world of professional football. Coaches are often reluctant to admit mistakes, preferring to defend their decisions no matter the outcome. McCarthy's willingness to own up to his error is a positive sign, but words alone won't be enough to win back the confidence of Cowboys fans. Actions speak louder, and McCarthy's future decisions will be scrutinized more heavily than ever. As the Cowboys prepare for their next game, the pressure is on. They'll need to come out with a renewed sense of urgency and a clear plan to execute in critical moments. The talent is there. The potential is undeniable, but the question remains, can the Cowboys capitalize when it matters most? The answer to that question will determine not only the outcome of their season, but also the long-term trajectory of the franchise.